This will be episode 156, cycle 2685 and onward. For Twitch chat, it's going to be about, what, 14 minutes since I left? For YouTube, it'll be an entire day. Technically speaking. Once both episodes are uploaded, though, it'll be like, what, 5 seconds before they load each other? Roughly. Yeah. I'll get right back into it. We gotta finish the steam room for our power generation on Talon, and for the power reclamation. That is definitely going to be needed. I probably need more super coolant, and I've been thinking on it while I was eating. Because we need super coolant for both the smaller loop for the steam room for our petroleum generators. We also need for the base cooling, because I think we're just going to use super coolant. I might even switch out some of my own personal primary base cooling and redo some of the pipes for that at a later point too, but I don't think we'll actually need it by the end of the series. That might be an after the series is completed kind of thing. If so, I will definitely, when I put everything into a Google Drive for you guys to actually mess around with the base, I'll probably add that as a later project. A later save. Yeah, I need you guys to build that. Kill them real quick. Have the puffs hatched that we built in? That's the bigger question. I like how the autosave instantaneously activated because it was nighttime. We didn't quite make it to 2686. We got close. Okay, no, they have not popped up yet. They should be safe for a little bit longer. Or one of them may or may not accidentally run into my crabs. Bad for them, but whatever. I'll be fine. Probably. That one's the primary pump. I can pretty much leave the nuclear waste on this side of the map and we should be fine. Just make sure it's scooted over. Oh, there's my sparkle streaker running around. Still need more. Obviously, we're not going to get this much. Like, this much is just absurd. There's no point. But I definitely need more nuclear waste. That's a given. Also, Gene, your rockets. Where do I want to send you next? Is this refilled yet? No, not yet. Interstellar Ocean. Or asteroid. I think we're gonna send you there. Yeah. That one actually open right now? Cue that up. Obviously you're not launching yet. You're not ready. Frodo, where are you going? Frodo, why? Why? Are you going in here? Why are you going all the way to your wall toilet? My guy, what are you doing? You have perfectly usable toilets here. Actually, they're technically better. I think maybe I can try to force the issue? Hold up. Wait, no, we can just totally fit all these in, no problem. There. See if that helps. Nope. Infaust. Hello! Oh, the bookshelf is actually out. Dibs, please wrangle that. You're gonna get bunked a little. It'll be fine. There we go. Oh. Hey. How old are you? 5.8. I thought it was at 7. Interesting. Also higher priority. These? Okay. We'll have a dupe bring him around. It's too cold now over here as well. Please grab him and scoot him over. Thank you. There we go. It's better than having quantum tunneling crabs. So screw it. Still dumping off. Start refilling the rocket here so Aging can get prepared to launch again. That'll be too hot. I just need to flood the system with oxygen. The problem is I'm pretty sure we're still venting hydrogen and chlorine. You need a sensor. Slap one of these right next to you. You also need a sensor. Needs to run in general in case the door opens. Maxed out there. Okay. Get the rocket all nice and refilled. And let's see. Fellas on their way back. 21. That should hopefully stabilize itself. We don't have to worry about it too much. Every time the nuclear waste leaks out, this will just handle itself. So I gotta be very careful of this plastic with a bigger problem. Need a dupe to mop that. And all of that too. Still way too warm. Igneous rock, so we should pretty quickly. Wrenching, digging, mole hands empathetic, biohazardic. And I'm good. Driver's lungs, not bad. Nectophobic, plant murderer with research and cooking. And Ellie with supplying digging. Flame resistant, Chevy dresser. To be honest, Joshua's probably the better one of all of these, but he's still not great. I'll take the pinch of pepper nut. I think I'm gonna just take it over We can take it here. Why not? Eventually we'll have to colonize this place, as we'll have some materials to work with while we're waiting on everything. Also, how is chlorine in here working? Not great. It's coming, but it's not great. Ugh. Probably need to reinstall a vent. Probably gonna have some steam off in there. By the nature of the fluids that I'm dealing with again. How is, Feisty, how you holding up, bud? Athletics of 6. Good start. Sorry, I know you gotta work your butt off in there, but it needs to be done. More mugs. All we ever find from the random pool. Oh well. Pretty sure we can go to the ocean point. Yeah, that one's available. The forested ore field, not. We can refuel at Fapalin now, which would allow us to go to the Gilded Asteroid Field. So that's pretty good. Obviously, the refueling process is back up a bit. Yeah, we're not quite there on other planets, but we're getting pretty dang close on these. Our radioactive core for our particle accelerator is currently at 92,992 rads per cycle, and its mass is currently 563,576.9 kilograms. So we're definitely getting there. Not there yet. And we also need to send more nuclear waste pretty much everywhere, which is why it's very much a mess. Even with automated systems instantly delivering, we still have the occasional leakage from here. Like, it's pretty bad. Seeing both the machines themselves and the canisters leak it, there's really not much I can do about it. Other than just clean up the mess, repair everything, and be about my business. Definitely a messy prospect. A useful one, but definitely a messy one. Oh, we're so close to 200 rads. Come on! We're so close. I want to be able to fire this thing once per cycle, at bare minimum. If I can fire it once per cycle, then we can get 2 shots from these, and a third from these. That means 3 total shots per cycle from having these things. For reference, let me turn this on. The upper deck pieces are at 71. 71. The lower is at 194 and 198. So if both of these can reach 200 and these reach 100 each, it will be 1 complete fill per radbolt shot, except for the top. At least per cycle. That's obviously way more than what is required to fire off the materials here, but that's what I really, really want to be able to do every cycle. So hopefully that can stay. Getting very close to getting the new chamber completed. The hottest area is still below this. You can tell because of the curve here along the background. We're definitely getting closer. There he is. Also, I do need to install a ladder system. That way we can access this room, come all the way down to the bottom. Now we should. That. And up right there. The phosphorus coming along. 90 kilograms. I think it's still too long. Ugh. I don't think I can do a shipment per cycle. No, I had hope. Super coolant with this thing running 24/7. It's not enough. Even for 1,200 kilograms worth of mass. Maybe we need to do 800. That might be it. That's so insane. Liquid phosphorus. Absolute, just insane. Insane material. I love the new icons, by the way. They're very nice. Yeah, that's just crazy. Like, they didn't change it either. The heat capacity is the exact same before the patch. So, phosphorus itself, like, phosphorite. Pull it up here. Notice it. Phosphorite itself, once heated, its specific heat capacity baseline is 1.50. Or sorry, 0.150. The thermal conductivity is 2, which means it transfers temperature very efficiently for what it is, but its actual heat capacity is very low. The problem with it is once you convert it into its solid form by literally converting it into a liquid and then a gas and then refreezing it back down, that way it can then become a solid again. It goes from 0.15 heat capacity to 0.770. Meaning that it actually generates heat from nothing. Because its actual thermal capacity will stay the thermal value will stay the same, but the amount of heat that's actually in the item will go up. Now its thermal conductivity falls like a rock by a literal decimal point. But the specific heat capacity itself goes up so much that imparting, like what, 600 degrees into it? Yeah, it's it's way more energy than that. It's like kind of psychotic how much power that actually generates. The problem is trying to build a chamber to cool the stuff down when it's technically way higher in energy capacity, and its conductivity is now really bad. It's not one of the worst. It's pretty far down the mountain bar. Not a good thing. I think this chamber is big enough. Problem is I don't think I can get it cold enough as of yet. And the amount of mass is really what's holding me back. Because I need to figure out what the median mass amount is. That can be easily chilled. But not too overly chilled that we're wasting. Based on time. 1.2 thousand kilograms. Yeah, 1.2 thousand kilograms worth of mass was way too much. The cooling cannot keep up. I don't even know if 800 is actually too much or not. It's hard to tell. It might actually be too much. I'll lower it to 600. probably between 600 and 800, to be honest. Bigger problem. I need to chill down the current amounts. We're trying. Just a wee bit too strong. I'm just gonna turn this off for the time being and let the system go out. Should hopefully solve its own issues. That's the hope anyway. Hold up, what? Eh? How did that happen? I have a tank with no fluids in it. A tank with 390 kilograms of fluid. What? How did we get such a weird disparity? I am confused. That's very weird. Alrighty then. It's like super weird. Like what? How did... Alright. Mild confusion, but sure. Huh. I have no idea. Okay. Probably need to vent this out of here. But I can seal this side. Seal these two up. Get rid of that. Add in our ladder. Add another ladder here. It's not needed, but it'll be nice to have for the aesthetics. I don't think a mini pump's gonna survive. At least with current plastic. I know there is another type, but I really don't think it's gonna survive that, like, at all. Let me do this. And... okay, that's so much overkill. We don't. I can, however, add some batteries in here. Connect this up to the main spine. This should finally solve our free-floating battery, so to speak. Is it a floating battery or is it a free-floating? It's free-floating. Because it's not... it's connected to the grid, but not really in a contained environment. So it's like... yeah, it could be better. It could be a lot better. Should be left side, right? Yeah. Right there. Smart battery coming up. We'll do like 5. Only need to connect them now. Let me max that out. Delete all this. Also, I do need to clean this wire up. That do be the hot stuff. More spicy magma. Fresh out of the volcano. Temperature is actually going up. Shit. Only green. Door should only close if it is above. Let's go for like 250, I think. Because the temperature gradient from where it's centered, when the phosphorus touches it, normally goes up to almost like a 90 temperature gradient because of the hydrogen. So due to contact, this will be 90 degrees colder than this. So if I lower this down, this should not reach as high of a temperature for as long. That's the hope. I really need this to cool down. I need this to cool down badly. I think what we need to do though is I need to re-separate this again. And just run the dang thing 24/7. This needs to be cooled no matter what. I could probably actually add a tank to stabilize the supercoolant if I really wanted to. And make it slightly more efficient. Right now I think we're okay. If I was going to add one, it'd probably just be left in here. Like no joke, could probably just go there. Oh no. Why are you guys not wanting to run? All nice and nice and good. Probably just need to pour some fluids on top of them. Do I have any petroleum I can borrow real quick? Kind of. Let me just do this real fast. We can just be cheeky with it. Like no real problem here. Just be a little bit cheekier. Probably need what? 4.3 kilograms maybe to like 10. I just need a temperature medium for these guys to touch. That's about it. Because the cooling loop itself is about 67. I should be able to handle it. I need liquid, not resin. Where is pellet? There it is. Leak some of that down. Fine. Come on, I need this to technically contact. Come on. It's trying. Come on, a little more. A little more. I need it to connect here. If that happens, we're good. Hmm. I'm really thinking I need to build another liquid lock and come in here and scoop all this out. Don't like that fact, but that is the goal here. Okay, there we go. That should hopefully be enough to help cool it down. Yep. Okay, so that should be in a much better spot now. I need to come in here diagonally. You know what? Deconstruct that and deconstruct that. So happy we have so many squeaky puffs and so much bleach stone. Okay, let me add that. They should be able to get in here. Maybe we just need a ladder to get in. Diagonally anyway. So much bleach stone off gassing. That's a lot. You dormant yet? No. Not yet. 64. Okay. So it is slowly cooling down the system. I move these things out, pick that up. We can reseal the room. I'll leave this little blob of crude oil. One tile isn't going to do much, so that's perfectly fine. I'll reseal it in once we're done. This thing reactivates in 3.7 cycles, so I kind of need them to do this now. Dupes, can you hurry this up? The duties here, clean that up. Their butts moving. We should be doing a lot better after that. I know you're hungry, bud. Okay, get those plugged back in. Should be safe after that. The tanks are still moving fluids. Good. That to that. You, grab you. should connect is really dumb. This probably needs to be made anyway, so I'll connect those together, get it all running, and then once they're finished, then we should be good after that point. Okay, rockets are all nice and prepared. They've already got their targets. You're going there. There. Food check. Yep. Okay, crew. On sequence. Crew. Again, launch sequence. See where they're at. Here comes Jean. And there goes Stella. Okay, team. Get to mining. I need it bad. Rocket's lifting off. Waiting on Jean to hit the button. Oh, Stella goes. And there goes Jean. That ladder segment is having a bit of a seizure, but yeah, it should be fine. Okay, 2 more rocket launches for even more materials because we really need to get that achievement done. How goes freezing everything out? Actually goes really, really well. Holy crap. Assuming this side's a vacuum? Yep. Steam, 0 microgram steam at negative 273.2. Alrighty then. What? Sure. Sure, game. Oh, that's weird, but okay. Yeah, once we get all this water, roughly about... Oh. First there. Once we get this probably down to about 20 degrees, maybe a little bit lower, I'm going to poke the bottom and let it flow into the other room. And then we can use the chill from this room to affect the other side. We do still have a lot of hot objects in here, as you can see. But if we can chill this down to like 10 to maybe 20 degrees, maybe even less, we can just open this tile right here and let it slowly drool in here and hopefully allow steam back into this room. And then we can really work our way through it. But yeah, pretty much this entire chamber is going to be like this. So I expect everything from here down to end up flooding. But I do have to actually be a little bit careful about this wall here. There's a high likelihood that we'll flood out this wall junction. I probably need to add at least some insulated protection there. This one should be fine. Maybe. I think there's enough space. This might cause a problem, but I do know all of this is going to get drenched. There's no getting around that one. This is going to get frozen out. And flooded. Yeah, all of that needs to stay at a 9, so we get it done. Slowly lowering the temperature. Also, I need to set this for... Where's it? My hydrogen. Only run if you see hydrogen. Everything else is oxygen, so it should be okay. Yeah, I think we got all the hydrogen out, except for in here. There's a tiny little bit there. Let's see what our new printable. Oh, ice and water. Okay. Play with Grease Monkey Critter version though, or a slow learner? No and no. We'll take the water. I'll take the water over at Tribola. Now the bigger thing that we needed to do over here was utilities. All the steel that we sent over. I need output. And I need AND gates. That. We need one temperature sensor. There. And we need one type sensor. Here. There. That should be... That's the input. That's the input. Damn it. One sec. So, output there. Input there. And we need the thermal sensor to be here. Doesn't change much on positioning, just means I gotta flip this thing around a little bit. You connect there, you connect there, this goes there. And then our heavy wire, there, and there. You know what? Make that out of steel so that it doesn't melt. I think this is in space, I don't need to worry about double insulating it. I'll be able to just get it up and running like so. Okay, we'll need super coolant for this thing. I will need to insulate the far right side and wall in the left side. Add some insulation on top so when my dupes start walking around melting their feet, because this thing will probably be about 160. Like 160 to 170 probably in temperatures. I need to make sure that the nuclear core is not dipping below 120. So we need to flood nuclear waste into here and go from there. Might actually exchange this for a temperature plate to maintain temperature control for the whole system. That is an option. Great option, but it is an option. Yes, this should be the last little bits that we need. Perfectly lined up there, so we don't have to worry about that one. From rocket refueling, that also works. Seeing we'll be sending most of our gold and other materials manually. We want this. Connect to that, so that's always pointing that way. That's pointing that way. That one's that one, and that one. Oh. Okay, who got trapped? Where and how? There, of all the places that you had to be a complete fucking numbnut. Seriously. Of all of the places, you chose here. You move. Why did you build this first? This is more accessible, and so is that. You went in here to build it. Why? Why did you do something so astronomically dumb? Dude, what the heck? I will never understand the dupe's programming. I never ever will. Does not make sense. Okay, how's the temperatures looking? It's getting there. Going faster now that it's actually water instead of steam, so that's always good. Eventually we will get the 630 per kilogram per tile steam converted back into water. And then I gotta pump all of it out. That's the bigger problem. Where do you even put it? The only thing I can think about doing is sending it to the actual water line and just sending it on up to space to be utilized by other planets, or just inject it into space to get rid of it. Both are valid options. Yeah, I've got no clue. That's really about it. Like, it's all wastewater at this point. It's reusable wastewater, but it is wastewater. And our entire water tank is already full, so I don't think that's gonna work out so well for us. I could probably extend the water tank this way, but really facilitate it. Like, yeah, I could add what? Three, 4, 5, 6. I can add 6 more tanks. So I can add probably 12 more in total. So 6 up here, 6 down there. That's about it. That's not much space for excess water. I think it's worth doing the effort for that. How are all the pips doing? Fine. I do need to plug all of these in. Just so it's just going to be about it. How is the decor now that I threw in the pixel packs? Oh yeah, infinitely better. Okay, yep. Give them some gold pixel packs and they'll be happy. That's what matters. Probably need to continue finishing up the last research that we've just kind of neglected. We haven't had a need for it, so it's like, it's not really, not super important. We do need it for the achievement, though, so it's important for the overall goal, but not important for me. Putting up their athletics. He is currently harvesting. Good. Pep, have you planted everything I needed? Good job, Pep. Very good job. I just high priority all of those. Get that mopped up. Probably leave those alone for the time being, so the pit will have extra upstairs. We'll get all this cleaned up and fully functioning after all. We're getting close to our second line being done. We gotta do a third, fourth, fifth, sixth, etc. Tips do take forever to plant their stuff, but once they get it done, it's pretty good. I do need to add a dirt filter though for my food system here. And then also probably repurpose this aqua tuner once all this is done. Specifically for a fridge for launching. Okay. Good. How I'm doing. We get rid of all of it. Good. Okay, let me disable these two. No other gases in here, correct? Yep, just CO2. A little bit of crude, a little bit of water, CO2. Good. And we seal that in. We build in our mesh tiles. And we break this tile immediately. Oh, radiation mark. Where? They giving the bees a hug? Pretty sure they gave a bee a hug. Most likely. Nobody's coming in there. Oh? Huh. Get some more steam off gas again. Interesting. Any more of you hatched yet? Yes, they did. Okay, it's all maintained. House is working out pretty good. Plugged in. And I want to make sure all of them are connected. I want them all connected, and I want them to stay off, that way they don't drain any power. They don't really help me that much, besides maintaining the core. That's about it. Easy solution for your bathroom. Just use pixel back. There. Check quick. Okay. Just mark it back. That is a good sign. Sealed. Probably should seal this one just in case as well. Make sure we put that there. They're very proactive about putting plastic down, so I approve of that. Wish they'd do it slightly faster. I have to think about it more than I already do. Oh, we need to make sure the entire base is plasticized. Oh, we're nice and safe. Slowly coming along. Green signal if it's below 260. Only green signal if it's above. 40 degrees. Okay. Fine. Won't run until we get fluid into it, so don't need to worry about that too much. Pretty much taken care of over here. Pretty much there. And that was bound to happen. In all honesty. I'm actually kind of surprised that the shovel hasn't wiped this thing out. Okay. That's slowly getting better. I want to keep it low so I can warm it up easier. We have to get it above 35 degrees, preferably about 40. They're both en route to their locations. Okay, let's get this wire plugged in. And then we can just this. And direct connect that back in. Probably leave that wire for now, and we'll just reconnect it back through down here on the bottom. Really need to get that done. The junction node is of the utmost importance. Now what to do with all the extra CO2? I'm thinking we just vent it into space for now. Not entirely needed. Dupes. 0. Hello, Cam. Engage. How fast you can get there? Probably, yep. Just a couple seconds. Come on, dupe. I know. He's not pulling building. Neo, please hurry. I need this thing plugged in. By all means, I'm perfectly fine just burning petroleum for a little bit, but I would prefer it if we didn't. And I need to copy settings. There we go. Okay. Batteries are all nice and plugged in. Oops. Please add this. Oh god. It is getting absolutely wrecked. Too much kilowatts through the line. And it's one tiny little extra junction node. Radiation warnings. Up there it goes. Oops, please fix it. Robin for every lot. Thank you. Okay. So, now we can remove this battery. It's no longer needed. And the animation wire for it is also no longer needed. Now we just need this set up, and we should be fine. Oh no. Wait, we got a steam in there? How did that happen? Oh. We have water? Vaporized? No. I am confused. How did water get in there? Water coming in is at 55 degrees. Yeah. What? Ow. How did it get in? Any of the pipes damaged? No. I'm confused, but okay. Okay, weird. I should probably actually add a sensor here. Just so we can vent the CO2 to space and I don't have to think about it. At least until we use it for another purpose later. Right now, it has no actual purpose. It needs to be vented. Cleaned up everything else? Yes. Now we have flammable energy. Good. Want to try for that if you can. And we still have the ignition node from earlier. Which allows me to do that. Should hopefully be enough power that I never have to worry about. And the only real issue is getting the polluted water that's generated to turn into steam. Once that's completed, then we should be perfectly fine. The other issue is venting all of the CO2. It's a lot. It's definitely a lot of carbon dioxide. Not in a good way. Let me go check on the dupes real quick. In route still. What we got at 26.5. In there. Definitely getting there. 132 cycle. Ooh, that's very nice. Which is the base stabilized again. We really did just shove too much stuff into it. Not in a good way. Not these. Yep. I can do a couple more batteries and that's about it. Just need to do the rest of the steel for other productions. There we go. That should be enough battery power for a while. Hopefully be enough. How much true phosphorus? Fine stuff. 20 kilograms there. Dupes, where are you putting the rest of the refinery? I just realized, where are they putting it? Let me... Got 10 tons of this. Ah, good. A bigger problem. I don't actually have room to put the lab station. So for reference, geotuner, gold volcano, fine phosphorus, double volcano, fine phosphorus, natural geyser, distillate. Hot blue action, don't have it. Hydrogen, don't have it. I haven't analyzed them. But, yeah. Definitely want to do that to the gold. On the list. Dupes are taking forever. I really want this done. One dupes. At least give me the nuclear. Even if it's just a little bit. We are getting it cold enough now. That's all good. Fix. I think we're doing pretty good at this. Filling. How is the crude oil? It's trying. It's really trying to keep up. Alan. I only have 5 left to go. I gotta build the next shift and rinse and repeat. Yes. Eventually we'll have the entire sleep farm done. Take some time. There. I've already made it. Solid. me see if I can let them cool down a little bit further before I put them back on the rail. That helps the situation. At least clump up. Should be slightly better. Hopefully. Otherwise I just added too much coolant and not enough mass. Or aka the exact opposite situation that we were just in. Damn it. It is converting at the last second. Oh well. We're trying. All the magma. Cups are doing fine. That's all good. I need to make these more accessible for my dupes suits. At least Fractus is helping. Hey, dirt. Ruby with ranching supplying operating, green thumb squeamish phobia. RA with supplying ranching digging, gourmet, not uncultured and squeamish. Turner with digging supplying handy noodle arm squeamish bottom. Ruby again is one of the few that's actually pretty good. Not amazing. Definitely not something we're gonna pick up, but not a bad swath of skills. I'm just happy we're getting our nuclear mess mostly sorted. Oh. I do feel like I'm very tired. And tomorrow and the next day are going to be pretty big for me. No stream, by the way, for anyone wondering. So, people will be getting this episode and the previous episode hopefully on Wednesday and Thursday. I'll be back on stream Friday. So, just wanted to give a heads up for that. Done. There. But yes. So for anyone wondering if there's no stream on tomorrow, Wednesday, and Thursday, just know they're probably way too busy. Way too busy. Off again. Oh no. It is breaking again. Wait, post here. Let me scoot him over there real quick. He does have some sleepy brains there, so he should be able to figure his way out, hopefully, over there. At this point, though, I wouldn't doubt that it's not working. In all honesty. Like, feeling exhausted. We have been going for over 5 hours. It's not that long for me. Probably because of all the troubleshooting I've had to do over the last, like, 6 days. Ugh. Absolutely exhausted. $91. And when this gets down to about 20, I'll switch it around. But I do need to actually reset. Wait. 1 second. Clear the connection nodes and built. Wire. Not the plumber. Wire cutter. And now I need 3. That's so nice. Okay. It should be safe now and I don't have to worry about it. Okay, how is our rocket cruise? Slowly working through everything. Okay, that's working. We will do this one next time, given. Maybe Talon's pretty much at the we've got completion on the horizon kind of thing. 240 per cycle. Boom, there it is. Okay. Pretty sure I can stop sending nuclear waste around. Like, don't get me wrong, I wouldn't mind sending it to other places, but I'm like... Really the big one to send to would be this, but we haven't landed there yet, so... No dice. At least for now. Once we can get there and build a small forward operating base, then we can reach the control there, but I still have to make the space station. Space station needs to be built right here. Could be built elsewhere, using the metal refinery trick. But if you're not doing that, and you want to make sure that everything works, you're kind of going to have to eventually bring it over. Just suffer through it. Not great, but I mean, at least it gets the job done. Pit plant. Nope, not yet. Seems to be thinking. Well, he'll figure it out eventually. Phosphorus melter works perfectly fine. The petroleum boiler is now automated. Volcano with power here. Yeah, we're getting closer. Normally I don't want to call an episode this early, but man, am I feeling exhausted today. I have so much more stuff I have to do tomorrow. About an hour and 20 minutes then. A bunch of small base optimizations, tweaks, and more fixes. I think I'm gonna call it here, chat. And for the YouTube guys. Yeah. A little mini factory here is completed. Good. Here. But yeah, I'm just feeling really exhausted at this point. I do so much crap. Like, oh man. Little rough. I mean, it just started, so not great. Not great. I will try to get episode 155 up. Obviously, 155 will show up before this one. But for anyone that ends up watching, you know, if you end up watching this one first for whatever, then just know that 155 should be going up first, hopefully on Wednesday. This one should be going up Thursday, barring any issues. For overall progress for this episode's pretty good. Getting the petroleum boiler back online, tweaking out the true phosphorus boiler, making sure that things are operational. Just doing a lot of stuff with nuclear waste to get our recharging stations completed. Chalk that all up to a win. Obviously, the leaking of nuclear waste was a pain and caused some serious problems that if we didn't have waste infrastructure could have been really bad. Thankfully, we did. Quantum tunneling bees are also getting wiped out. Not good, and I really wish that they would fix that bug. Maybe one day. Definitely maybe one day. But for now, I hope everyone has a good morning, afternoon, or evening, whatever time zone that you're in. And hopefully I will catch you guys next time.